So we're trying to plan just when to set off north. One of the links in that chain is getting in and out of Arbroath along with the weather. So I've created a spreadsheet for the Arbroath gate opening times. Arbroath works as a secondary port. Standard port is Aberdeen. So I've got the high tides for Aberdeen morning and afternoon here, and then so in green is when the gates would open, and in red is when they would close. And so that shows that there is a definite gap in the afternoon from 25th of March up through to about the 30th of March, and then similarly in the morning for escaping. So it gives me a picture there of when our best times are to get into Arbroath. What I have to fit onto that then is the weather. So after working on a spreadsheet yesterday for Arbroath Harbour, as Arbroath is the, I'd say that's the key to travelling up this northeast coast, mainly because of how they operate. We've now got the plan that tomorrow morning we're setting off to Amble on the first leg. So that's a 45 nautical mile run. Planning on setting off at 6 a.m. from Hartlepool, and that's because of the tide. We'll have 2.29 metres in our channel, but falling, so I need to make sure we are out on time. And we'll have a tide with us up to about 11 a.m, and then after that we've got a foul tide, but it's not too bad. The weather forecast for tomorrow is temperatures 7 to 9 degrees at sea, winds fairly light, 7 to 8, with gusts 10 to 12 from the south, and we're travelling north, so we're downwind sailing. Well, motor sailing, I think. Sea state 0.4 metres from the southeast, 4.8 seconds. So over here we've got Amble entry. The first entry that we could do would be at 11:49, but we're not going to make that. High tide is at 14:49, and I think we'll be in round about 15:35. That's if we run at an average of 4.6 knots. Final entry is about 17:49, so don't want to miss that. But we should be able to run faster than 4.6 knots, so we should actually make high tide, all being well. So we are looking forward to the run. What I'm aiming to do is we've got a weather window to get across the Firth of Forth in light conditions and into Arbroath, and that's why I did the spreadsheet on Arbroath. I think if we can aim to get into Arbroath on the 22nd or the 23rd of March, then that'll be fine. I think after that, the weather window looks to be closing a bit faster than originally thought yesterday even. I thought we might have chance to get straight out of Arbroath the following day and up to Peterhead. That might still happen, but if not, well, we have to sit in Arbroath. It's not too bad once you're in. We have got nearly a week and a bit of tides that would allow us to escape on a morning, but again, it's not disastrous. If we had to do an overnight sail up that coastline, it's possible, so that we're aiming to get into Peterhead during daylight and early morning. We'll just have to see. Can't plan too far ahead. This weather is changing regularly and constantly and quickly. It's blowing a bit of a hoolie at the moment. It has died down from what it it was originally, but you know, the weather will do what the weather will do. We dropped the lines at 5:30 to head around to the lock. Oh, the early morning starts. But I did need to be out of the channel before 6 a.m. So just motoring past the headland in Baru for hopefully the last time, heading up to Amble today. Beautiful morning and not a breath of wind, so motoring, yeah. Hopefully the wind will fill in a little bit once we get past dawn. And speaking of dawn, here comes the sun. Beautiful to see a sunrise at sea, especially in such calm conditions. I would have liked some wind though. Well, at least we've got a little bit of sailcloth out. It's been a motor all the way up here. We're now just over 11 miles to run, and there's a slight breeze. Probably just see our flags flying. Been a nice day though.
No problem at all. We have just short of 4.5 meters on our sill, so there's plenty of water for you to approach the marina. Over.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. See you in about 10 minutes or so. Over and out.
Thank you, Yoparu. Do you need someone to catch your lines? Over.
It's always handy if there's somebody available. Over.
We'll see what we can do for you. Thanks very much. Over.
Thank you. See you shortly.
Amble Marina standing by on channel 80.
And so it was a beautiful entry into Amble Harbour, Warkworth Harbour. Never had it this calm. We were officially the first visiting yacht of the season to Amble Marina. Fantastic. So there we are, first run done in 1422 into Amble Marina. We're going to be here for a couple of nights to rest after our early start this morning, up at 5 a.m. But we needed that to get out of Hartlepool. I wanted to be outside of the lock by 6 a.m. We did that mainly because unfortunately Hartlepool Marina entrance has suffered in the easterly winds and has had some more silt dragged in after all the January storms, and they're just waiting for it to be dredged. So after here it's Eyemouth, so I need to plan that. And the plan called for another early start. We had to beat the tide because we were going on a falling tide and we needed to get over the sill. But also what I wanted to do is make sure that we got through the tide gate at the Farne Islands. I didn't want tide against us there. So we're underway, heading from Amble to Eyemouth now. Murky day. Over in the mist over there is Dunstable Castle. Again over in the mist and murk over there is another yacht. both heading
This is
north.
Scott. Here's Maritime Safety Information Book.
So, we're just going through Inner Farne now. There's the Farne Islands over there in the murk. It has lifted a little bit. And across off our port side is Bamborough Castle, again in the murk. Still the winds are light, the breeze is light. We've sort of got a southerly breeze, 5.5 apparent, so we're having to motor, but we're doing okay. Keep getting close to 7 knots or just over. We've got a lovely tide running with us, about 3 knots now, so that's helping. But it's a bit cool. We're both wrapped up well, and my hat keeps slipping. And just on the horizon there is Lindisfarne Castle. Well, we're just coming past Berwick, coming into Scottish waters. Zero wind, flat calm, blue sky. Looks like we've got a bit of mist ahead. Well, all around us it's still misty, but the patch we're in is lovely. It's a shame though. Had to motor all the way. Just not enough to take us. So we're about 2 hours off Eyemouth. We'll see where we can get put. They're busy dredging. There, 2 of them.
Playing. You're not playing fast enough, Ram.
Yeah.
I don't want to play.
Can't go in.
I know. That's what you're doing. Now
Whoa!
wait. Oh no. Coming back.
Getting close to my cove as well.
They're all over.
Wow!
They're all over.
We had this fantastic greeting from dolphins. It was a big pod, a really big pod, and they were all over. It was fantastic to see them. Janet, I kept saying to Janet, we're getting close to the point where we need to be getting ready and calling up. She wasn't interested. No, she wanted to keep watching the dolphins. We were also followed in by a drone, flown by Douglas Melvin from Harbour Horizons. Douglas has allowed me to use the footage, but for copyright reasons I can't use the music that accompanied it. And it's a song about Baroo coming into Eyemouth Harbour. I will put a link in the description to his YouTube video so you can also listen to and watch his fantastic footage. Thank you, Douglas.
Eyemouth Harbour, Baru entering the canyon, over. No shining, we're just coming in the harbour, we're going to the fuel berth. Yeah, all copied.
And we were officially the first yacht coming to Eyemouth as well, and a first for us to be filmed entering a port with dolphins.
Eyemouth Harbour, Baru, which side do you want us on over? Baru, as you come to the harbour there, you'll see some harbour staff. Okay, all safe.
So that's legs 1 and 2 of our Scottish adventure done. From Eyemouth, it's across the Firth of Forth, which is coming up in the next episode. So thank you for watching us. Please do like, share and subscribe. It all helps our channel.